stole get a toast from Sarah.
Hey, I had to write mine down on notebook paper, and I'm probably just going to be like this, that you guys did an amazing job, and now I'm following that. Thank you so much for coming. This is beautiful. This is, I think, Anna's vision, and everyone that came in and saw everything knew it was Anna's vision. She's stylish and graceful, and this is amazing. I have known Anna all of her life. I'm her older sister, and I actually met her on her very first day on this earth. In fact, when I first held her, I looked lovingly into her eyes, and I was so enchanted by this new person that had entered my life. And then this horrible sound came from her diapers, and it was followed by a smell, and then I just dropped her. And so, Chris, if you ever wonder when Anna's giving you a hard time, like, was she dropped on her head as a baby? I can say yes, she was. But I don't feel that bad about it because I feel like my parents should take some of the blame because I don't know who would give an infant to a 4-year-old as they did. So I'm sorry, but let's pass the buck on that one. As Anna grew up, I quickly realized she was very different than I was, just personality-wise. I was very shy, and I would cry when my mom tried to make me go to a birthday party. Anna would talk to anyone and everyone. She was the sassiest kid you've ever met. Every family photo involved her, hand on her hip and a little look. I would look on with envy as my younger sister would make friends with strangers. In fact, on a family trip to Hawaii, she befriended the entire flight attendant crew. And they were so enchanted by this 7-year-old who asked them about their boyfriends and how their weekends were going. And she would just chat them up, so they whisked her off from her seat, and they showed her the cockpit of the plane, they showed her how they made sundaes in the belly of the plane. Over an hour later, she returned to her seat with plastic wings pinned on her outfit and a breath reeking of hot fudge. And I'm just awkwardly sitting next to the window with my pimply face, hiding with my frizzy hair, thinking like, I like ice cream too, ladies. What's going on? This happened over and over. Even my Aunt Sally's here tonight, and I remember Uncle Harold, we went to visit his house, and he was like, I want to take you fishing, and here's some candy for you, and you're amazing. And I was like, I like candy too, Uncle Harold. Anna continued to relate well to others, and she could charm anyone she met. She was popular and active in high school and middle school. She was the president of her high school class. She was homecoming court, everything you could imagine in your standard high school movie. Anna was that girl, except she wasn't bitchy, too. In fact, it really irritates me when Anna talks about an awkward period. It's just like, oh, come on, don't go there. The only awkward period Anna actually had was when she permed her bangs. It looked basically like a cumulus cloud was floating on her forehead, and she had straight hair everywhere else. And the only reason she did that was because that's what her older sister looked like. It's really sad when your awkward period inspires someone else's awkward period. That's my life. Despite that minor hiccup, Anna seemed to have it all together. She was adventurous and always looking to try new things. And when she chose to go away to college in Georgia, I was blown away because I just didn't understand how somebody could make a choice to leave their home, go so far away where you knew no one, and do that willingly. Like, to me, that sounded like torture. And I asked her, like, why are you doing this? And she said, Sarah, this isn't, like, it's a choice I make, It's a conscious choice I make to throw myself into the most uncomfortable situation I can possibly think of, and then I just have to work my way out of it and somehow make it work. And that blew me away, because to think about that statement, that life philosophy, I think most people grow as individuals when you're forced to change. You can all look back on times in your lives when you've been pushed to grow and change and adapt. And those are the times when you reflect on, those are the times where you become a better person. When you're pushed by outside mitigating circumstances. I think the thing that amazes me about Anna is she is the catalyst for her own evolution. She makes those choices herself. And she's never satisfied with the way her life is now, as great as it is. She's always determined to squeeze the most out of life. Any lesson that can be learned, any experience that she can have, she's going to do it. And her philosophy has inspired me to make some bold choices that I would not have made without her example to follow. My life in Chicago, it just simply wouldn't have happened if I'd followed my instincts as opposed to Anna's philosophy. My parents in the past, sorry, this is the part when I cried when I was reading it to Stephanie and we were ironing earlier. So, lightening things up a bit. In the past, my parents and I have enjoyed speculating what type of man Anna would end up with. She never really had a type, Chris. One boyfriend would be the total opposite of the next boyfriend. She kind of always kept us guessing. We would speculate that because she is so stubborn, that she'd have to partner with someone who is very patient. And she's a really strong-willed individual, so that patience couldn't also be coupled with passiveness. And, she has the worst morning breath any human being could possibly have. So, I mean, it's clinically bad. So we knew her future mate would have to have some impaired sense of smell. When she first met Chris, I have to admit, I didn't think this would be the relationship for her. I think I even said, like, it's not like you're going to marry this guy. But, you know, it has nothing to do with you not being perfect for her, because you are. It's just, I could never imagine Anna settling down. It was just hard for me to picture. I think we knew, like everyone said, that things were getting serious when Chris moved to New York. And I went to visit Anna in New York, and we went out for a drink one night, and I just remember Anna telling me how happy she was and just how she knew this was the right thing for her. And, you know, she said that night, I just pray to God he doesn't ask me to marry him at a Phillies game. But I had never seen her that happy, and I thank you so much for making my sister feel that way. Sorry, I changed my mind, I crossed out some stuff. What makes Chris the perfect man for Anna is that he complements her strengths and he offers her unconditional support and love. On top of that, no one has more fun than this couple. Floor hockey leagues, volleyball leagues, softball leagues, scooting around on a scooter. I mean, it's kind of like you're watching an infomercial for some online dating. It's like your life would be this great if you just signed up, and that, their lives are packed with fun, excitement, and wonderful experiences. In Chris, Anna has found a man who will gladly stand by her as she puts herself in those uncomfortable circumstances. And I've noticed that while Anna continues to make decisions that test her boundaries, she no longer has to feel uncomfortable because she has you with her every step of the way. With Chris's support, Anna is working on her master's in art therapy. It is fitting that she's chosen a career where her ultimate goal is to help people see the truth about themselves and to find joy in that truth. Anna will use her talent as an artist and her compassion as a human being to make the world a better place. So, please join me in toasting the couple, the individuals that make each other better people, and who in turn make the world a better place.